How many of you scroll social media and when you see food, oh, you think like, oh, I want that too. I am that. In 2019, Malaysia's eating out market was 11 billion ringgit and 37 million ringgit for online food delivery. That is a lot of people looking for food. Hi, my name is Natalia Wong and I started doing business since I was 9. I was Hong Kong's junior master chef and I am an influencer with over 100,000 views. I even got shoutouts from Jamie Oliver. I interviewed Gordon Ramsay, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the chief executive of Hong Kong, and I represented many brands. So today, let me tell you about my company Foods, a platform to match food businesses to influencers. It all started because I wanted to eat the salt-baked chicken from Ipoh, and since they need an order of 200 to deliver, and my family cannot eat that much, obviously, I decided to sell. At first, it was very difficult to find customers, and I joined a Facebook group with many home chefs, and I learned that some lost their jobs and turned to cooking to make a living, while others had food businesses which were really struggling. And since my family got bored of eating the same delivery from those usual platforms, we would go support these local food businesses instead. And when it was good, we would share it on our social media, and friends ask where we found them. The food businesses thanked us as our sharing brought them more orders, more income, and we were so happy to hear the results. That made me think, wouldn't it be great if more people can share their food? The only problem was these food businesses didn't know where to find the right influencers. On the other hand, as a nano influencer myself, I know that it is not easy to get jobs and agencies can take up to 90% of the payment. 90. So my solution, a platform to match food businesses and the influencers. So how it will work. So it's kind of like Tinder, but for food businesses and influencers. Food businesses create a campaign and influencers apply. When there's a match, we provide payment processing and sales tracking. We will charge by cost per share or cost per post. So for example, we have 500 influencers each post once a week. We can estimate a revenue of 5,000 ringgit per week. Ningzi, one of our home chefs, is very happy to say she has gotten over 2 orders the first week our influencer posted. That's 2 times her investment immediately. We are the only food-focused matching platform on the market, and we plan to collaborate with food marketplace and delivery platforms such as Crave, Grab to help promote their merchants and to get our platform known quicker. Why do I want to do this, you ask? With Foods, I am able to create an opportunity to the home chefs and influencers community. The world will be a yummier place with foods. Thank you, and I'm ready for your questions. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Natalia Wong. Judges, it is time for your Q&A. We will have 5 minutes for this session. Judges, whenever you are ready with your question.
Hi, Natalia. Mike here.
Hello.
And great presentation. Thank you very much. How do you decide who's an influencer and who isn't an influencer? Is there a cutoff point on followers or something like that, or how do you do it?
Okay, so as I mentioned before, I am a nano influencer. What that means is basically you have 100 followers to 10K followers. So actually, if you have maybe 100 friends, you can actually already be an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's available for anybody who has any type of small following up to a large following. Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, Natalia. I have a question.
Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic, exciting idea, and it's a great concept. I had a question. One of the problems with influencers is, how do influencers convince themselves about the quality of the food they are influencing? So is there a test that you do at your end to ensure that the right influencers promote the right kind of products?
I will be the first test because I really love food and I don't really want others to try bad quality foods. I really want others to taste good foods. Like would you want to taste a bad quality food and like it tastes expensive and stuff? You don't want that, right? You want to taste good, delicious. Even if it's cheap, it's going to be delicious. You want that, right? So I'm just going to do the first test. So I am going to be like a test experiment. I'm a lab rat. for example, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. This is Em here.
Hi.
I love that you love food, and it started from your love for food. How important is passion, do you think, in the success of your business or any business?
I feel like passion is everything, because if you don't have passion, you won't really like, it's really hard to do something to continue if you don't like the thing that you do. So for example, if you heard someone from the tweens group, they said something about history, and I know a lot of people don't like history. So how do you learn history and like it without doing anything you like with it, right? So passion is really important, a key factor in anything you do, I think. Yeah.
Thank you.
Natalia, Walter
Yes.
here.
Hi.
I think that's a good idea, but similar question I have from Arvin. Do you have a back-end feedback, kind of session in your app, such that whoever tasted the food can actually give you more feedback? Because you don't want to, you want to build your brand, right? So you want your brand to be something that people trust, or your consumers trust. So I'm sure that along the way, there will be different taste buds. So some might not agree with the influencers. And I think it's good for you to also have a back-end feedback so you can qualify. And then making sure that your brand always has the ability to quantify and qualify the food that you're recommending. All right? Yeah. So maybe that's something, if you have, it's great. If not, then something to think about. All right?
Thank you. Noted. Thank you. Any more questions?
Yeah, I have one simple one. Could you let us know how far and how wide geographically you managed to capture your influences? Is it the Klang Valley, Malaysia, or where?
We're going to start with Malaysia first, but hopefully, if we grow bigger, like with more experience and stuff, we'll start phase 2, which is going to other countries. That's actually what my vision is.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.